Hello, hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are watching us today. Digital Ali, come back to you with our episode number 16.
Yes.
Welcome to Digital Ali. We have actually today a special guest. I don't know personally Carol, but Carol, she is one of our successful coach. She's very supportive. Before I start with Carol, I want to say something about Digital Ali. I am actually so proud of the progress that we made, me and Sally.
Me
I'm
too.
so happy. It's been a very, very exciting experience. And I can't wait to celebrate our first year, Sally, right?
Yes, me too. Me too. Actually, it's actually our anniversary, Reem, not for Digital Ali, but the first time that we met together online was in March of
Yes.
2023.
Oh,
So,
really?
yes, yes, it was the first week of March. So this is actually marks our anniversary to get to know each other. And then we started Digital Ali like in May
Wow.
of
Oh,
last
that's
year.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
So
That
tonight,
time,
yeah. So tonight we have the pleasure to interview Carol. Carol Hanna, like I told, she's one of our successful coaches. She came with us all the way from Vancouver, Canada. Before I give the floor to Carol to introduce herself, I want to tell our audience a little story about Carol. A very interesting story. I was watching a video for Carol yesterday, and the interviewer was asking Carol, why did you call yourself a 30 days?
what?
Why
What?
did you call yourself a 30 days quitter person? And I was so curious to know why Carol, she called herself the 30 days quitter person. And I want to, keep watching. I got curious. And the lady, Carol, she was, trying to developing a habit over the years to trying, new things all the time. So every job she applied, if she didn't like it, she quit after 30 days.
Oh my
So
God.
she gave herself and the company only 30 days to try, which is very interesting. But
Yeah.
you know what brought to my attention? Carol, she's been in the business for more than 6 years now. She started in
Yeah.
2017. So, Carol, let's ask Carol what made her stick in this business after you introduce yourself.
Oh my gosh. I love that story because it's true, but it's not true anymore since
Okay.
I've been here almost 7 years now, and I usually don't get past 30 days.
Uh-huh.
So, first of all, my name's Carol Hanna, and as you can see from the screen, I currently live in Vancouver. I'm not from Vancouver. I'm originally from a town outside of Montreal, Canada. So, from one end of the country to the other. I come from the corporate world in terms of career, and gosh, I have a background in law in terms of legal administrative assistant. I'm also executive assistant, so I have very marketable skills that allow me to work in a variety of cities.
Mhm. Well, very good. So, what made you stick in this business?
What made me stick? Okay, I have tried so many different things over the years, and number one, I mean, if you try and work retail or gosh, stock shelves at Safeway, like I have also tried, by the end of the month, you're not making enough money to make it worthwhile. So going online is the only thing that makes sense. And so I watch a lot of webinars, I try a couple of things. Nah, that didn't work. And so in this case, I'll make it really brief. Usually I quit because I get bored or
Mm-hmm.
because they don't come through with what is promised. And in
Mm-hmm.
this case, we keep getting more and more resources offered to us to help make our businesses successful. And we have so many people to draw from for support. Like, I have made amazing connections here, and I'll be making them with you tonight. So
Yeah.
that is why I'm still here, almost 7 years later. We had a convention last summer. I knew so many people there that I was meeting in person for the first time, but I'd seen them on screen, obviously, for years. So yeah, it's a pretty special arrangement we have.
Exactly, Carol. So, as a coach, Carol, how do you encourage people that they want to change from the traditional job to online, but they have hard time? How do you encourage them, and how do you show them the potential of our business?
Oh, so much to say, so little time. Okay, so first of all, I really want to stress to people that this is a business that we're talking about. It's not about getting a job. So if you're interested in starting a business, this is something to really take a good look at. I currently work at a career job. I'm a government official. And the thing is, as a result, yes, I still have a boss.
Yeah.
So, but the biggest benefit of working online, stop and think about it for a minute, is you are the boss. You get control over your schedule, your to-do list, you name it. No one's looking over your shoulder. But then again, working for yourself means you've got to put together a little bit of discipline and get the tasks done that are necessary to build your business.
Exactly.
But I would have to say, for me anyway, the best thing about being here is we have an entire global online community that comes with this business model. So I've never had to do it by myself. Like, I always wanted to work online, but I was terrified because in the online space, things are always changing.
Exactly.
And to have this community here that provides everything we need, I'm getting the support, the mentorship, but we also get sales tools, online systems, the products. The training is phenomenal, but best of all, it keeps getting updated. There's a lot of systems out there. You get started and the training hasn't been updated in years. A lot of the time people are just dropped in there and left to fend for themselves. So what I love about this business model is we teach you how to start up and run your own online business, but we're there to guide you every step of the way. Plus you get to meet all these people in the community to assist you. So that's it. I've been here since, 2017. And as a coach, I really make it my goal to answer everyone's questions. There's nothing to be hidden here, which seems strange. I know we're talking about working online, but we're very transparent and we don't push people into anything. I will not let anyone consider starting this unless I've answered all their questions and they're feeling pretty comfortable about this. But as I say, I've been here 7 years and hopefully that tells you something. And it is a legitimate business system because I have a legal background. Trust me, I did look into it.
Exactly. In fact, Carol, like I told when we start, I didn't know you, in person, but that's how much our community is supportive. As soon as I call Carol, she just say yes. I will be happy to help. I will be happy to support you. This is amazing, to be honest.
Exactly. Yes.
We have beautiful community here, and actually what you've just said, Carol, actually takes us to our next question. You were just saying one of the big perks in our business is just being boss free. You are the boss here. Like, nobody is like bossing you around or like telling you do this, do that. You don't clock in or clock out, so it still needs a lot of discipline. But can you just walk us through like a typical day? Like you said, like you're still in corporate still, and I'm sure like you have other things away from work and business. How do you leverage this opportunity of being your own boss? How do you work? Like, give us like a typical day. How do you take the privilege of having no boss, nobody to boss you around? You're still like shining in the business and having great results, and you are a certified coach. So this tells us a lot about you.
Thank you so much. You're very kind. But there really is no typical day, let's face it. And we all have things that we need to run our business around. I mean, in my case, I have a day job for sure. A lot of working moms out there have to work this around their families, their husbands, their kids, the homework, you name it. So there's always challenges. But for me, yes, I still have a boss. But what I like about this is you can start this business full time, or like I'm doing, start it full time and walk away when you are ready to, not when your boss decides to fire you, that kind of thing. But it's quite doable to work this business, because to start, you really only need 1 to 3 hours a day. And, consistency is really important to run your business, because you want to check in every day, even if it's only for 5 minutes, because social media, the internet works 24/7, so you don't want to miss anything. But best of all is it's on my schedule. If I'm too busy today and I don't have time to do anything on my business, maybe I'll get up a little bit early tomorrow morning to address a few things, because I'm the boss. I do like that, by the way. So
yeah, we all do.
Yeah,
exactly.
But as an example, I mean, in the morning when I get up and I'm having my coffee and breakfast, again, I don't have children running around to plan this. I mean, most of you have these really hectic mornings. My heart goes out to you. But for me, I check in before work, and I browse my emails over breakfast. I like to respond to inquiries quickly. And anything I don't have time to address, I'll do in the evenings, or I'll do it on the weekends. Again, it's flexible. What was I going to say here? I've got some notes here because I forget. My brain's like a sieve, okay? I'll admit it.
We all have the same issue, Carol. Trust me.
But, I do try to draw people's attention to a webinar that we have twice a week. It's held live.
Yes.
And, I could talk to you for hours about this business, but I say to people, you know what? Save yourself some time, tune in and watch this webinar, and then come back to me with questions, because the webinar explains a lot more things about how this business model comes together. But my favorite part is the last half, where different business owners from different stages in their business come and join us and tell their stories. That's invaluable. And as I say, they're held live, but a replay is always available. So give it a try. I think I watched about 6 webinars before I actually dove in, because there's so many interesting people doing this from all over the globe.
Yeah. Exactly. And they are just people like us, they start with no experience. They start knowing nothing about the online space. And here you go. They are here. They, they introduce themselves, their experience, everything they're done in their business, which is amazing.
Yeah. And one of the biggest perks that we really haven't touched on is, now lean in, listen closely. No selling is needed with this business. Yeah, I'll repeat it. You don't have to sell, because as business owners, our role in this is we do the marketing. There's a lot of tasks that are done on the back end, which are all done through automation. So we don't have to deal with that. We focus on the marketing. And for the marketing, I have a Facebook business page, very similar to a regular Facebook, but I post on there every day to market my business. But get this, I also post about me and my interests and my family.
Yeah.
Why do I do that? Because we learned something called attraction marketing. So we're actually attracting buyers to us who are like us. As a coach, I have coaching calls with people all over the world. I cannot get over how many similarities we discover. I mean, talking to a gal from Geneva, Switzerland, and by the end of the call, we were like old friends.
Yeah.
The uniqueness about this community, it may sound woo-woo, but I feel like there's an invisible thread connecting all of us, because there are similarities all the way down the line. Exactly. People are so busy these days. We're always saying, I don't have time. But the people here in this community are the ones who've said, I don't have time, but I've got to make a change. And they roll up their sleeves, they dive in, I always say access all the resources that are available, and there are many. And like I say, reach out to these people. I mean, I'll be reaching out to Reem and Sally in future. I got 2 new friends.
Yeah, of course,
It's,
and I cannot wait to meet you in person, to be honest.
well, and we talk about it being global, but I've talked to people recently, obviously from all over US and Canada, but Switzerland, Romania, the UK, Turkey, Nigeria, Barbados, you name it. And
Yeah,
it's the world for me suddenly is so much smaller now.
smaller. Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's
have
correct.
friends everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just crazy.
this is amazing, really. طب Carol, I know you have a big team and you have a successful team. So, as a coach, do you have any standout story for you or one of your team that you didn't expected you're gonna, have this successful, but you did, or one of your team they did it, and how our business help them succeed?
Yeah, you know, there's so many benefits. I mean, for me, the really big benefits are two. One is the connections, the people, the friends I've made. I think that's helped me stay almost 7 years, because every business has its ups and
Up and
downs.
down, yes.
True.
And I reach out to this community when I have the downs. That's when most people would quit, to be honest,
Yeah,
or when I used to quit.
yeah.
But that's a huge part. The other part is the money. I have never seen the money potential like I have here, because one thing I need to mention is there's no cap to what can be made in the online space. When you work for a company, you've got your pay slip every 2 weeks, and that's it.
Yeah.
But here, it's all based on your own effort. So I want to talk about money for a second, because I personally have experienced 3, 4, and 5-figure months. And I know personally, I know many other business owners in our community making 6 figures a month, not a year, a month.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to me. And they started the same time as me. They had no experience like I did. Everyone moves through this at their own speed, because it's all based on your own efforts. So I talked briefly at the beginning about all the different side jobs I've done. But when I started, because I remember, I think the most I could make at a retail job was $400 a month. So when I started, I told myself, I want to make at least $1,000 extra per month to make this worth it. And I've made that and so much more, because my biggest month so far has been $11,780.
Wow.
Yes, I had to write that down. And my business continues to grow. So for me, it's been all about patience, which I never had,
Oh, me
and,
too.
and persistence, which I never had because I would always quit. But I've really had to learn these skills along the way. And, in terms of personal development, we have learned so much about ourselves as business owners. And there's so much information you can pick up about being an entrepreneur and being in business for yourself. But it is interesting to see how different people progress through this, because it is all based on your own efforts.
Yeah.
But I just want to remind you, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Exactly.
So if that's what you're looking for,
Not
bye-bye.
here.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
here.
This really is a legitimate, proven system. And we have thousands of people who are working on this. So we have to pay taxes to government, which reminds me, it's tax time.
Yeah.
And we have to put in the time and effort if we want to see results. A lot of people, they start and they just want to see the money coming in.
know.
Well, you have to work for it. But the nice thing here is you receive what you're worth. No matter how hard I work in the office, I'm still going to get that same paycheck. So truly, success truly depends on you, the individual, and it's different for everyone.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's correct.
it's true. We are the only variable in this business.
Yeah.
every business owner, because we all have the same training, we all have the same mastermind, we all have the same automated system. But what is different is just the person. We are the only variable.
Yeah.
And this is something, like, I think for hard worker like us, this is something to reassure us. Like, if they tell you, oh, like, your success depends on so and so, like, you just never know. But you know yourself, you know, if you can put in the work, you'll get results no matter how long it takes.
Yeah. I know so many people who keep saying, you know, they can't be doing just the same as us. Like, how is it they're so much more successful than I am? And it's just like, it's all about being persistent and plugging in. And I'm always saying to people, we have weekly masterminds. Are you watching the weekly masterminds? Well, no. And it's like, you get what you put in. So,
Yeah.
you know, and we'll support you every step of the way. I have received such great support here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do, actually.
True.
We all do.
Exactly.
And this is the beauty of our community.
Yep.
So, Carol, this actually takes us to our last question. So, you were just saying, like, you've been doing this business for 7 years, and maybe 7 years ago, the online business was still like a rare territory. But now, like, after COVID and like just the most 2 or 3 years, the recent years, now the world is shifting online. Like, everything is going on.
Huge.
Yeah. And still, there is a lot of people who remain skeptical. They don't want even to check out the opportunity. Like Marim would tell you, like, we have sometimes hard time even for people giving us the emails. Like, they think we're gonna sign their life away or something. What can you tell these people? Like, how do you advise them to step in and just, especially that we have like the money back guarantee for 30 days? And yeah, what can you say to these skeptical people?
I laugh because I think we should all be skeptical, because being skeptical means you're protecting yourself and you're being careful. And
Yeah.
but the thing is, you need to be skeptical with an open mind. So yeah, I was skeptical. Most of us have been skeptical because we've been burnt by other things over the years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I always say, take baby steps and take a look at this. I mean, what's wonderful about this system, I keep saying it's risk free, and I know that sounds salesy, but the thing is, you watch a webinar, and if you decide to take the next step, you can, and you pay a fee, one-time fee, and for 30 days, you get to check out, gosh, we have all these coaching videos we send you. But the best part, I think, again, is we give you full access to our entire community, which is getting close to over 200,000 people right now. So this means you can check out people in there, people who resonate with you. Get on the internet and snoop, find out about them. I am who I say I am. I am Carol Hanna in Vancouver. And you'll find that there's no secrets here. And some people have found people that they know in the community. And it really pays to take a look. You've got 30 days. And if you decide, you know what, it's not for me, you just make sure you send an email before the 30 days is up and before you have a coaching call that it's not for you and you'd like a refund. And we do it pretty much the same day.
Yeah.
And, I'll vouch for that because of my legal background, but we do it pretty much. We had a lady fighting with us the other day about it. And she finally wrote back and she said, oh, I'm so sorry. I did get the refund the same day. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
So we're very, very upfront about everything, which again seems strange. But look people up in here, check things out, and you've got 30 days to take a look at things, to ask questions, talk to people, and we encourage you to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very true. Very true. Reem, is there anything that you'd like to add before we close the
Well, I
episode?
just want to thank Carol. Thank you so much, Carol, for accepting our invitation. It was a great episode and a lot of
Oh,
information. We gave it to our audience. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Carol.
yeah.
All right,
Thank
one
you.
last thing. I want you guys, you wonderful viewers out there,
Thank you.
to watch a webinar. Check out these gals. They've got their websites at the top. Sign up on those websites so you can get the link to the webinar and watch as many as you like. I love them. I still watch them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
me
sometimes.
too.
Yeah. I'm gonna be on
Hi,
one of
guys.
the Yeah, I'm gonna be on one of the next ones in May. Actually, I signed up.
Right.
No,
I'm
good
going to
job.
keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you so much, Carol, for your time and for accepting the invitation and coming to the Digital Alley. Like it was just such a pleasure to meet with you, and we're now happy to make a new friend now in Vancouver.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, thank you for having me. This was fun.
No,
Thank
yeah,
you.
thank you so much. Same here, same here. And guys, see you next time in the next episode of Digital Alley. Hang on until the next one in April. You have a
Yeah.
good day and enjoy the rest of your week.
Yeah. Bye bye, guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.